There you go. Oh, Lord. I almost died.
Hey y'all, it's Hannah and Jeremy for the Savory Suitcase. Quick recap, last week we spent the day in Stowe, Vermont, and this week we continue on to New Hampshire. We planned 3 days in New Hampshire to give ourselves enough time to enjoy the mountains and the foliage. We found the perfect Airbnb in Bethlehem.
Mid-century A-frame was a perfect getaway in the White Mountains. There was a fully equipped kitchen and 2 bedrooms, but arguably the best part was the views and the surrounding fall foliage.
Featured in books and magazines, this Airbnb is exactly what I imagine Airbnb was created for, sharing your unique spaces with travelers.
Why do you look like that?
I'm cold.
What's happening?
Why is the air coming out cold?
It takes the car a minute to warm up, hon.
This is a tragedy.
The next morning, we set out to drive through the White Mountains on the Kancamagus Scenic Byway, also known as the Kank.
But first, we stopped at a local favorite, Polly's Pancake Parlor. We began our drive at the White Mountain Visitor Center, grabbing a map and learning about the do's and don'ts of the area.
Do check the weather. Don't feed the bears. We began our journey setting our destination as the historic covered bridge and making plans to stop along the way. We downloaded an audio guide from Action Tour Guides that gave us a history of the area as well as directing us towards points of interest to stop and hike or enjoy the view.
Listen carefully for chirping or singing. 72 varieties of birds make their home here, so you should be able to spot one or two. Warblers, thrushes, and swallows are the most common.
We planned our trip more than 6 months ago, so we had to predict when we thought the best colors would be. We decided to travel the first week of October based on last year's peaks. We may have been just slightly early, but throughout the week we were there, we definitely noticed the colors getting more vibrant.
We stopped at the Sabbaday Falls, one of the most popular hikes on the highway. This was a relatively quick walk, taking us only about 20 minutes each way. Our final stop was the Albany Covered Bridge, which was first constructed in 1858. New England is known for covered bridges.
The bridges were built like that to help protect them from the harsh winters in New England. Bridges built without a cover were expected to last about 20 years, while a covered bridge can last over 100 years, which the Albany Bridge is a great example of.
See you next week as we continue our time in New Hampshire. We hiked the Flume Gorge and took the Cog Railway to the top of Mount Washington.
Thanks for watching!